I saw the receipt.
Hey, welcome to Trolls Nation. If you're new to the room, welcome. This is the Trolls Nation room on the Clubhouse app. If you're on stage and the audience would like to come up or you want to stay on stage, don't act bougie. Show the room some love and troll up top. Hit the greenhouse, join the club, follow the moderators on stage. The infamous IonX invades Trolls Nation. Ion, what it do?
What's up? It's an honor to be here. Like as like a person that's getting like paid.
Yeah, shit.
Yo,
On
who
blood.
is that
That's
They
coughing?
27.
going
Who's
crazy.
coughing?
Somebody got the
27 need to stop
Omari
all that.
COVID.
Yo, this is not you on meeting your mic just to cough. That was weird. But no, oh, it's 27. Let me
Whoever's
move you down. You a troll.
27 needs to stop.
You
Yeah,
20 in the goo now. But no, thank
don't
you so
bring it
much for
back up.
having me and thank you for having this space. This is super dope. I love Trolls Nation. Shout outs to you, shout outs to Wack. Um I started supporting more.
Bully in the building.
Yeah, I started supporting more because of because of Wack. But yeah, no,
Wax a nut
thank you
ass
so
nigga.
much. I appreciate y'all.
Hey,
Gilly,
appreciate it, man. So
Gilly look
let's
like
get
an old turtle.
That
Fuck
so
Gilly,
Lord.
let's
he owe me
get
an
to
album
it.
too, my nigga. You better have my shit by second quarter.
Wait, who you talking
Oh
to?
Salt
man,
Stop
Evan.
playing with you niggas, man.
everybody
Wait,
know
Salt
you
Evan.
fresh in here.
That's Whack
LOL.
Knight.
Hey, who signed Mimo?
Hey, hey, yo, Reek,
Hey,
y'all know Zion Room whooped everybody ass on the polls, 51%.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
he outdid
shit.
our room, Crenshaw room, and the other room. Niggas got to give him his props for that.
Yeah, y'all
Niggas
know
want
why
to
I
keep it
got him
hush
in here.
hush.
Big
Hey,
You know what
boss
I'm saying?
nigga. Shit me.
Shout out to y'all.
hey, nah,
Even
salute,
though
salute.
even though he had a
I know
chance
that.
to promote it, we didn't know nothing about it, but he won fair and square.
Oh, that's what's
Fair and
up.
square.
That's what's up.
And don't say that. Hold on, wait, because one mic. Will knew about it, right? Because I saw Will's tweet. So Will knew about it a little late, but he did know about it.
You know, I didn't get the chance to go to work, but listen,
But
I'm
that's
gonna tell
not
you
fair
something.
because
Y'all,
you kind of like you were kind of a celebrity. So like
no, you
that's
won fair
cheating.
and square. Let me tell you why he won fair and square. His room only got like 10,000. How many people in your room?
I'm at 9,000 now.
Like 9,000 versus we damn near 40,000. So that let us know the impact of his room and his following. So they off to a great start. So I ain't no sore loser. I give motherfuckers they props.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, you
Ion,
did good,
man.
Ion.
So I'm ready to conduct this Q&A. Ion, man. So what's going on? So first off, man, tell us a little bit about yourself in regards to um your rise to fame in the social media world. Um, I first discovered you on Clubhouse, in one of the rooms. I noticed you had a strong following. I noticed a lot of people showed you respect, and this was just me, brand new to the app. Um, what was your rise to fame in regards to social media? What did you do or what did you say that got everybody rocking with you, man?
So yeah, I started off a YouTuber back in the day. Not back in the day because I'm not like that old, y'all. I'm still in my 20s. But yeah,
Come on, T-Boy.
I started out as an anonymous YouTuber that would just talk about conspiracies, and I would get like just freaking thousands of people just in my live stream, and I just would be going off. And this was a while ago, and then that page got taken down. I don't know why. So then I started another YouTube channel, which grew really quickly. And then Kevin Samuels got me taken down.
Wait, we
Because
need to hear that backstory. What?
okay, so I would troll Kevin Samuels, and I would actually like refute like all his talking points with like facts.
Because
And
you're a blacky boy.
oh, yes, I am. Thank you so much for letting me know that. But yeah, he threatened to sue me, and he was just like, "Dog, get your pedal take it out." So he's like, "Oh, he sent me a copyright strike, and if you're a big YouTuber and you have a copyright strike, you get taken down like immediately, and you can't go live for 3 months, or is it 3 months or 6 months? Sorry, 6 months." So then I ended up creating another YouTube channel, and I was like, that grew really quick. Um, And I had a YouTube mentor that told me to come up on Clubhouse, and I was like, I don't know about Clubhouse. It sounded a little ratchet and ghetto over here. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. And she's like, no, come on here. So she actually called me one day and was just like, oh, you need to come on Clubhouse like right now. So she like stayed on the phone with me while I made an account. And the first like, I was on when I first started Clubhouse, I was on like the extreme white dating coach side. I was on there with the millionaire matchmakers, and we would do rooms, but that was like actually really boring, right? So then I kind of fell into I left that room like really quick, and then I met like London, right? And London's on the stage right now. London, you still here? Yeah, okay, she's still on the stage.
Yes, hi guys.
So London is like the reason like why I kind of like really blew up on Clubhouse, because she was the first person that like I've kind of like it was a crazy room. I got up on stage. People were like, "Is that Ion?" Because I was like, "Yeah, what's up? Hi y'all." And because I guess they have known me from YouTube, so London allowed me the space to host her room, and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to sleep," like, and she gave me my first moderating badge, and I was like so excited. So I boomed her room, because all these people, they waited till she left. It was even people who was on my side the whole time. As soon as she left, they were like attacking me and like trying to claw me out. They was like, no, fuck you, like get out of here, attacking the sexuality and stuff. And I was just like, I didn't give a fuck. So I was like, oh, let me end the room, boom, because I didn't know how it worked. I didn't know if she was gonna be mad at me. So I woke up in the morning and I came back on Clubhouse like super scared that she was gonna hate me. But then she like she had a space created for me to come talk, and then like we've been besties in the testies, and then we created the exoticals together.
That's where I first seen you in one of the rooms when I was just going through the hallways, and you was on there talking your shit. I said, man, who's this guy, man? And why everybody listening? And why he don't get cut off? And why they don't tell him shit? Why he get it his way on here, man? You know what I mean? I had that's why I'm wondering, because a lot of people see that and it's like, damn, what did he do or say? Like, who did he expose? Who did he get on? Like damn, people fuck with you heavy on this app, Ion.
Yeah, but a lot of the funny thing about it is like my following is really not from Club. Like I did meet some new people on Clubhouse, and shout outs to the people that I met on Clubhouse. Like y'all are super dope. Love y'all down. Y'all are amazing. But my following doesn't really come from Clubhouse. It comes from like YouTube. So when I got over here, like my rooms get so big, and people stay in them for so long because it's a convenient space for me to be on. So they're used to me going live. So they're like super like shocked that like I'm here on live all the time. So they follow me in every room that they kind of get into. So that's why like people, and I the following a little of the following is on Clubhouse, but like I would say like a lot of these Clubhouse influencers, we're totally different. Like me, I got my shit going on, and my following here, but and also my YouTube subscribers, they don't like fuck with Clubhouse like that. So it's just like once my room is ended, they leave and go do their own thing. Like they don't go to another room, or unless they see my name in the title, or unless it's like a business room or something. So yeah,
Yeah, no, you got a nice cult following.
not a cult
Now,
following.
one thing I do notice with your rooms, I notice they do be they're big rooms, right? But I still get that sense of it's like a family close knit bond with you and your members in your room. You guys protect each other. You guys, moderate the room. You guys are very locked in and very tight and solid. So, what do you suggest for new people coming on the Clubhouse who kind of want to establish that relationship with their members and audience where they have that tight family bond? Is there a method, or did it just happen organically?
No, I would say like, build allies. Like for me, it started out with London, and then, I met more people. We have the exoticals, where we're all freaking like as a group, and then like when we created I and Fix My Life together, because y'all, it's just not me. It's like a branch off of like the exoticals, but just basically like centering me a little bit more, because that's a like-minded empowerment group. And I build allyship. Like I contact CEO off of Clubhouse. Like there's like about like 50 people on stage like who I've contacted off of Clubhouse to like build with them. On the stage right now off of Clubhouse to like kind of build with them and let them know like if you need me, I'm there. If you need me, I'm there. Like I did an interview with Chris Bivens on another streaming platform just in support. Like it's all about like supporting each other, and people are they want to do this war thing and separate, but like it's really not about. Like I sat there and I learned the game off of Clubhouse. Like I watched TikTokers, I watched Instagram influencers, I watched Clubhouse influencers, and I put that all together and I realized that the most successful ones all have a team. They all have a team, all of them. And the least successful ones are the solo artists who, when shit get real and people is not really like, when like the streamings go down, like if you get everybody's following together and y'all all move as a group, the following has to follow, right? So I ended my room and told everybody to come over here. The room blew so quick. That's allyship. So I would tell people who want to be influencers, just not on Clubhouse but just everywhere, like really find people who you support, and who is going to support you loyally, right? Not just like some random like person who just has a big following, because a lot of these people do not really care about what you got going on, and they will utilize you just for what they want. So that's what I kind of learned. What I
Oh,
put out. Yeah, that's my advice.
okay, okay. And so, what's the actual contents of the Exoticals for people who may not know? What is that room based around? Because I went in there one day and said something like, "Oh, well, if she's worth it," and I got packed out. It was like, "Hold on, who the hell said if the woman is worth it?" Or I said something about value. I said, "Well, if she brings value to it." I got packed out, Ayan. They stomped me, kicked me to the goo, and then removed me from the damn room, man. So what goes on in the Exoticals, man? And if you feel like you're in the hot seat at any time, let me know.
No, I'm gonna answer what. Listen, this is an app, right? And nobody gonna run me off this app. London, you there?
I'm here.
London, break down what the exoticals is.
All right. Hi everyone. Happy New Year. Yeah, so the Exoticals came about organically. Like Ayan said, we met each other and he brought the people that he knew, I brought the people that I knew, and we were born. We didn't have the name Exoticals at first. We were being called something else, so we tried to reclaim our time and reclaim our name, and we created our own name and we made our own PTRs and started going around the app. But basically what we stand for is just Black women empowerment for like-minded Black women. We talk about a lot of different things that ranges from a divestment, from interracial dating to hypergamy, leveling up, and everything in between. So that's what we do. We just try to help like-minded Black women that have the same type of values and morals as ourselves, and try to have conversations with them and just build up one another. So that's basically all that it is. And we are anti dusty men. So
Heavy on the like
Oh
minded.
my, oh my God, anti-dusty man. Can we get a breakdown on what a dusty man is, please, so we can assure ourselves as men that we don't fall in the dusty man
well, I
category?
like to refer
Dusty
to
man
it
may be something different.
as back in the 2000s when TLC had that song No Scrubs. It's a scrub basically. So if you know the lyrics to that song, that's what a dusty is.
Okay, okay. Um,
Hell yeah.
okay, so did that idea as far as the room, was that with you and Ion, or is it just your room, or
No,
like
we're
whose room
one
is that
band,
actually
one
going to?
sound. We're all co-founders. We have done the musical chairs with the members, or with the founders rather, kind of like Destiny's Child. But we stay down, we solid, and we don't tell our business on this app. So it's all of us. It's not just one person.
Okay, so Ion.
What's up? I'm here.
Okay, so. Um, a lot of the times we go to a lot of the different rooms. Um, you have different content for different rooms. Some rooms are raunchy, some rooms are uppity, some rooms are strictly business. Some rooms are, wild and street shit like Trolls Nation. Um, what type of rooms do you like to visit on the app?
I like to visit like a plethora of rooms. Like I just don't like to. It depends on the stage. Like if you don't have like if you don't, yeah, I'll be coming to these rooms and some of these moderators don't know how to like calm down those pit bulls. Like that's what I don't like. Like I don't mind like the controversy. I don't mind like people yelling back and forth because it happens all over the app, y'all. Like it doesn't only happen on the black side because I'm on all sides. I'm on the white side, purple side, green side, yellow side, green side. Like I don't mind it. But like it's just like when you don't have no order in the court, that's the type of rooms that I don't visit. I like the conspiracy rooms. Y'all know that I'm big into conspiracies. So I like to visit like a Hocus's room. I also like the Millionaire Marathon. Like that is like a really dope room. They know how to, because I want like a big stage. Like you see how we have now. Like I love that we can have like 60 people, 70 people, 80 people on stage. But as long as it's respectful, a lot of people don't like understand the respect piece. So that's the type of stages I like to visit. Yeah, and business rooms at that too. Current events, I love that too. But yeah,
Okay. And what city and state are you from? Where you coming out of?
so I'm from New York, so I live in Long Island in upstate. So I go back and forth just because we have property in upstate. So I've been more upstate now just because like we just purchased another um, clump of land, and there's some problems up there with the soil. So I've been up there like just I'm basically going to be up here all winter. But yeah, that's why I go back and forth. I go back and forth from Long Island to upstate. I'm really from New York City. Like I was born and raised there, and I moved to Long Island when I got out of college. But yeah, I'm from Queens, New York, like
Oh,
Corona,
okay.
Queens, like same place that Nori gets from. Like I used to, I
Left
yes,
rack.
I used to be at Left Rack City. Hold on, wait, hold on. I used to be there on Family Day, right? Eating a food with Noriega, like
Yes.
the dopest thing ever.
Oh, okay. What nationality are you?
I'm Jamaican. Well, my parents are Jamaican and Trinidad.
Okay,
So I guess
okay.
I'm Caribbean.
Okay, okay. Is that part of Queens? Is it a lot of
Yeah,
Caribbean
there's a lot
people?
of
Is it a lot of
Caribbean. There's a
Caribbean
lot of
influence?
Latin people. There's a lot of Latin and Caribbean people. Like it's mostly filled with only Latin and Caribbean. Latin, Caribbean, and Jewish people.
Oh, okay, okay. So, what's some of your interests in music? Because you was around Noriega. Are you into rap? Are you into what's your music choice growing up and now?
I used to be heavy into rap. Listen, my older brother used to listen to rap music all the time. So it's so funny because like like I used to listen to Many Men. I know the whole lyrics to that. I know yes, I know all of that stuff. But I know my buddy like by heart. So I used to be really heavily into rap music. Old school rap music too. Like I even know The Bridge Is Over by heart. I can rap that word for word. Um, but as I grew up, I started to get into like pop, and I play piano too. That's another thing about me people don't know. So I like classical music. It just depends on my mood. I've been looking at like the Summer Walkers and a few other people, but like there's been no rappers lately that have been piquing my interest. Like I used to love Kanye West. Shout out to Kanye. But his music got a little bit whack. But yeah, no, that's the type of music I like. Classical. I'll do some light rap music, not like the whole "fuck you, bitch" like all that other weird stuff. I don't listen to that because that's weird.
Okay. So, did Kanye inspire your fashion sense? Because I be seeing your graphic images, and some of it be looking like stuff that Kanye would rock. Is he one of your influences as far as fashion and things like
He
that?
used to be back like I don't think people understand and like really grasp on how dope Kanye West used to be. Like I remember listening to the Dark Fantasy album when I used to work in corporate. Like you cannot tell me nothing with that album. Like I used to like that. As soon as I listened to that, I used to wake up in the morning and be good. I do look at people like um Kanye West, Virgil. there's a lot of artists out there that I look into when it comes down to fashion. But like this whole graphic design thing, like I never, y'all, I really didn't know I was this creative. And for the people who met me in person on stage, like, London and Naturally and Universally, they'll tell you like I'm so like modest and like I don't even know like about the talents or know that, like, because people will be like, oh, you're so impactful or you're so smart or you're strategic, and I don't really know that. Like I just do whatever I got to do, and that's that. So yeah, those people definitely impacted like the fashion piece of it, impacted the mindset too, because I listen to a lot of Kanye West interviews still to this day, and I'm inspired. So yeah, definitely impacted that.
Okay, I'm gonna reset the room real quick for the new people coming in. Hey, welcome to Trolls Nation. If you're new to the room, welcome. This is the Trolls Nation room on the Clubhouse app. If you're on stage and the audience would like to come up or you want to stay on stage, don't act bougie. I know our room's known for ghetto content. You came here with Ayan, but go ahead and troll up top. Hit the greenhouse, join the club, follow the moderators on stage. You see what's going on. The infamous INVADES invades Trolls Nation. Okay, so now, you've been doing your thing on Clubhouse. You came from YouTube. Where do you see yourself in the next year as far as everything that you're doing and the connections that you're making? Do you have an idea of what you see yourself going into in this coming year?
You know what's funny? I totally skipped over a whole different portion that I didn't, a whole side of me that I didn't tell y'all. So yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah, go
used
ahead and
to
spill the tea. Let us know
work
what's
for
going on.
politicians. Yeah, I used to work up with politicians. That's how my Instagram got so big. And I did have a before when back in the day, I used to have like a Twitter account. I used to have like 40,000 followers, 40,000 K whatever followers. And I was infamous, known for like my fights that I had with Kathy Griffin. There was a few other senators who I would debate with on Twitter. I've been to the White House, which with Candace Owens, which is shown on Vice. I've been to the Rose Garden too. So and back to like just to tie that back into what's going on right now. Like so later this year, I have a contract where I'm going to be working back in politics again. And this will be a paid one. This won't be an internship this time. And so I think that's where I'm going to, in the route that I'm going to go. I'm going to be bringing a lot of people who are from politics, like politicians, um, governors and senators, because like, I don't know if y'all know, midterm elections is coming up, and guess what? Like everybody's up for every seat is up for grabs. Everybody's. So I'm probably going to be bringing a lot of politicians onto either Twitter Spaces on Clubhouse to address the people, just because they're scared that their seats are going to be gone, and they want to be able to promote them wherever. And I specifically told them that. Sorry, y'all.
So with those politicians, um, because the country, um, over the years, they've been a little bit more open to gays and things like that. Did you ever feel any type of discrimination while working with these politicians, being a openly gay man?
No, I actually work, and crazy or not, like I like freaking met Trump. I was in I met Trump like twice. No, matter of fact, like three times. I also, I work with Republicans only, so I never felt like that they were against my sexuality at all. I did feel like Democrats did try to weaponize my sexuality to tell me that that's why I shouldn't have met. I shouldn't be working with Republicans, but like they were really supportive of me. I mean, they were hard on me just because I had a mindset where I thought I was always right. And they taught me how, when I'm having conversations with people that I need to, or debates, that I actually need to Google stuff and look it up and make sure that it's a fact and not just go with random stories. So,
Some of them politicians, we be finding out that they be down low any damn way. A lot of them, it be stuff coming out.
oh no,
Um,
there be artists
any
too.
of that going on?
Hold on, there be
Oh,
artists
artists?
too. There be politicians. Like I've seen a side eye. I got the DMs, but they be on the
Oh,
low. But that's not my type of thing.
oh, okay, okay. You're not into the so any artists that that we may know jumped in the DM or kind of shot you a text told you to pull
Hello.
up, just talk business, and you kind of knew where it was going?
There has been an artist on
Yeah, who?
Clubhouse on Clubhouse who
We
has
want to know.
acted weird
Put a
because
name on it.
this person didn't even see my face, and then I finally found them on Instagram, and I showed them, and they were like, "Okay, cool," and like started sliding out and everything. And I'm like, "That's weird," and I don't know if they were trying to make a room because I get real scared with y'all. Some of y'all is weird as fuck, and y'all try to make a spin-off story and get somebody trying to ruin their whole career. So I don't be trusting that stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. These it'd be the same brothers that be like, yeah, man, I ain't fucking with none of that. Be all in Ion's inbox, DM, you know, shooting they shot on the low key. And the politicians too, it be coming out. They'll act like they got their firm on something, and later on down months down the
Mhm.
line, that lover come out
Was
the
that
cut and say, oh yeah.
46.1?
So we know what's
I'm
going
trying
on.
to get the 46 playing.
Somebody got to mute up. Hey, yeah, if you're not talking, make sure your mic is muted. Baba Kasha. But yeah. So man, that's crazy. So right now, is this platform putting you in the position that you want to be in? Is it doing everything for you, or do you hope to get more out of the app? Because I know you had a Clubhouse sweater, so I'm like, okay, they fucking with him heavy. If they, you know
No.
what I mean?
No, Clubhouse definitely does fuck with me. And I fuck with Clubhouse. I just now started to understand how to network on Clubhouse. So, and just with a little bit of time, I've been networking and building allyship with, and going into other people's rooms. I've gotten some success. Like, there's a lot of things that are going to be coming out um, this year that I can't talk about right now. Just because of Clubhouse, I was able to get those situations in place, and also I was able to get connected with politicians based off of I mean, I was gonna go in a different state, but like I'm able to fly out to this state during midterm election based off of somebody that I met on Clubhouse. So it definitely does work, and shout out to Clubhouse for that.
Hey,
Oh, that's what's up. Who's that?
it's YL, bro. I was just trying to ask him, was he on that Vice episode with the young lady where they were talking about the misconceptions of like
Yep, black
how black
conservatives.
people see
Yep,
Yep, I did watch that. I did watch that. Okay.
Oh, you seen him on there?
Yeah, I seen it. It was him and another young black lady on there.
it was many black people on there. It was like a lot of us. It was like we were like 50 deep. I mean, before there was Clubhouse, like we was really going off on people. And having like Twitter wars, like the same thing that we have going on over here, like on Twitter, like we was going ham over there.
Okay, and do you use discretion when certain things? Because since you are into conspiracies, I imagine there's certain things that you can't talk about. There's certain things that you probably don't want to dabble in. There's probably certain things that that it just ain't wise for you to say on platforms to talk about it. Or do you talk about everything, or is there certain things you just keep to
I
yourself?
talk
Like, you know
about
what?
whatever I want, okay, and that's on that. I'm so tired of social media platforms like trying to silence people, and that's probably why I haven't made it as far as I probably could have, is because I'm so transparent. And I'm like, to be honest, I'm actually holding back on this app because there are certain celebrities that I know some real deep, deep, deep stuff about that I decide not to expose because y'all not ready for it. So it's not that I don't want to expose it. Like sometimes I'll be up on stage and even other people's stages and I'll be exposing like, and not even exposing because the shit is public information. People just don't want to look into it. But I be putting it out, and a lot of these people be thinking these celebrities and freaking politicians, they're all like their friends or something, or they knew them back in the day, so they try to protect them. So I don't have time to deal with that anymore. So I'm trying to find my own platform where I can basically talk my shit. Like I had my friend come up on this app, and she is actually one of, damn it, we gonna wake it up today? Or we? I don't know, cause Reek, you like interviews, so are we?
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, cool. I had one of my friends who is one of Kanye West's girlfriends come on the app, and I was gonna have her come speak. I gave her the app to talk on, and she was just like, "What the fuck is going on here? Like these people are crazy. They're doxing people and stuff. I'm not telling none of that information." So
Damn.
I did have another one of my friends come on in a social room and try to tell what's going on and tell about the industry and have a tell all. But of course people got triggered and they came up on stage, and that maybe that's my fault and something that I need to work on to keep people in the audience while I'm
Okay.
hosting spaces for people to speak. So yeah.
Yeah, no, hey, I remember I had a room about Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson, and Kanye had seen the room. He had heard about it. So I'm on the phone with Wack, and we trying to get Kanye in. And I ain't gonna lie, I was ready to clear the whole fucking stage. I would have dropped that shit down to six people on stage. Y'all not finna troll Kanye up out of here. If he wanna come in, I want him to be able to chill. And I want to help Kanye out. In my opinion, man, I know he loved what I mean, Kim Kardashian, and I want her to go back to him, and they just be a happy family again. So wherever I could do to help, yeah, I'll do it. I know what he's going through, and people go through shit. Um, so is so it's safe to say that you don't mind spilling the tea. When it comes down to it, you ain't worried about it. You gonna talk about it, right?
Of course, yeah, I'm gonna spell the whole tea.
For sure, for sure. It's a lot of people on stage who have questions. They all in my back channel. So I'm gonna release the floor to the moderators first. So if you're with Trolls Nation, and you have a moderator being, go ahead and ask your questions, and then we'll pass it to the other moderators. Go ahead, whoever got a question first.
All right, what's going on, Ian? How you doing? First of all, it's a pleasure to meet you. And watching the evolution of Iron Fix My Life has been, amazing for a lot of folks on here, and it's a driving force for the culture. But how have you been able to transition, evolve, and grow into what you are today? And because some similar blogs haven't been able to really move, especially those that have been trying to hate on you on this app and stuff like that, and many are still in the same place. You know what I'm saying? And as you continue to go along, how you continue to grow in these spaces.
By ignoring them, y'all have to stop paying these people no mind. I was saying in my other room that a lot of these people be charging their phones in McDonald's, freaking charging their phones at McDonald's and telling you how to run your platforms. Like, no, if you're not putting funding in my pocket, if you're not, um, supporting or consistently in my rooms, you don't need to be here. And for me, I listen to people who are actually successful. I don't listen to people who add no value to anything. There's a lot of people who have no value, who are not growing, who are giving people advice on how to grow their platforms. That's weird to me. So I don't listen to those people. I listen to people who are actually successful, and I diversify it, right? I'm going to make sure that I listen to a white, black, purple, green, yellow person. Shit, if a motherfucking mouse starts speaking to me in my room, right? I don't have mice though. And tell me some good advice, I'm going to take it and run with it. So yeah, just really diversify your palette and really don't focus on the haters. I spent so much time addressing people on Clubhouse. You know how much connections I could have made instead of really addressing people? I would have been here all day, really addressing everybody if I wanted to, but I don't have time to do that because I didn't come to Clubhouse to address the world. I came here to support my people and to grow. So stop focusing on those people, y'all.
Absolutely. My other question would be: I've seen you speak in other spaces about things that you know, and then you honestly say things about things that you don't know. But I've heard you mention things like Twitter Spaces and this Facebook marketing program that's coming that came out that actually the deadline has passed already. And thanks to you, I jumped into that program. But what do you have planned for those spaces?
I ain't got nothing planned for Facebook. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna be honest. The way Facebook is set up, I'm just gonna take my time with that. If I get approved, I get approved. But I need to be able to master what I'm in now. And if that happened to be I would rather master my craft for free and get a bigger bag in the future than to focus on the temporary bag in the moment. right? So like Twitter Spaces, I'm going to be host. I can't talk about that, but there is some things that there is some things coming in the future with Twitter Spaces and Clubhouse. When it comes down to building and growing, and I would encourage everybody to diversify your palette and let the best man win. So if you're not getting the bag here, like spread yourself, like go on YouTube, go everywhere, go everywhere. And I told somebody like you can do a whole I like this interview that we have going on right now. Like you can break this up if this was being recorded and the replays are on. You could break this up, put it on YouTube, Twitter. You could do reels. You could do everything and get paid off for all of that. So there's no lack in funds for me. Like I'm good. I have a partner that takes care of like we good over here. But I want to do things right because I have a lot of people rooting on me and it's not only for me. Like I have a whole team behind me that I want to win. Like it's not just me. So if it was just me, it'll be easier. I'll probably have like, a show right now, but that's not what it's really about because I made so many promises and I'm not going to be one of those people who just jump out and run away and leave all the people who I made promises behind. I will never do that.
Hold
All
on.
right.
So is your partner cool with everything you do
No,
on here and talk
no,
about?
because it gets real weird. We be on these platforms and people be sending threats and stuff. And, that's hard for a partner to like listen to, right? Like, even if it's on stage, like, somebody who loves you and you hear somebody online saying that they're gonna run up on your house or something, like that's hard to hear. And I'm like, just leave it alone. Just leave it, I got it. That devalues your partner. So it is really hard to hear those things. Really hard, really hard. But yeah, like you just separated. I mean, like it's at the end of the day, this platform it was here before that person and it'll be here before they're gone. If they're gone. So yeah.
Refresh your screen, Ion. You see they done put together a celebration PTR for the
Oh
event. You see it?
wow. Y'all are so dope. This is so beautiful. Let me put up my PTR right now. Wow, thank
So,
y'all so much. I appreciate this.
We had to.
oh
We
yeah.
had to.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So check this out. Is All right. So you're known. You're popping. Is your partner the same way, or does your partner work a regular job, not really a social media type person, or y'all both popping? Y'all both got your own social media lanes, and y'all both well known on the platforms.
No, my partner is definitely not like a popping person. I mean, they are on this app, but they like to be discreet. They be in the crypto rooms. They're big over there on that side just because they give a lot of information. But on other spaces, like no, they like to be behind the scenes and just like here. They don't like
They
this whole like popping stuff. And
talking
no,
about your
that's
partner.
yeah.
How many partners you
One,
got?
one, one, one. Did I say something different? Like what I said?
Oh, you said
Oh, my
they.
bad, my
I
bad.
said, God damn, how many partners?
Listen, let me tell you something. If somebody richer comes by, I'm gonna have a new partner. That's how that works.
I'm fucking crying.
I'm dead as fuck.
Hey now, say now. So anybody else, far as Trolls Nation moderators, got a question? Because I know y'all was in my back channel. This is y'all time to get y'all questions out.
Well, I just
What's
wanted to go with
the
my last. Go ahead, OG. I was gonna go with my last question, but go ahead, OG. I'll wait.
what's the most controversial thing you talked about on your channel?
Travis Scott, because those Scotties, wow, hello, and what mixed with those Kylie Jenner fans and the Kardashians too. Like their fans be super crazy. Like they be trying to find your address. They be posting under your family photos and stuff. Like y'all are weird. Okay, y'all have to understand. Like Travis don't know you. Okay, and he don't care. He don't know me either. Right. So you don't need to go to war with him and dox somebody and get your ass almost shot. Right. Because I had to test one of those Scotties out and I had to find their address and write their mom and dad and let them know, tell your child to stop messaging me before they be on a motherfucking t-shirt. Okay. So yeah, that was the most controversy room and thing that I did on well, right now in a moment. I would say the most biggest thing that I did was when I was exposing what was happening under the Obama administration. And going by legislation, because some people just really don't want to listen to proof. They just really just want to listen to everything else. So that back then, that was my biggest thing. Who else? Oh damn, hold on, there was one more. Oh, in a Kathy Griffin fight, when she came back and she was like bragging about taking a picture with Trump's head off the thing, and she was talking to all these black women on Twitter. That was like my most biggest exposed too. Because them liberals, damn, like, y'all. I don't know. It's some ramen noodles y'all be eating off the government. Y'all be struggling so hard that y'all be tweeting. It's crazy. But yeah, that those are my three biggest like controversial things.
Hey, welcome to Trolls Nation. If you're new to the room, welcome. This is the Trolls Nation room on the Clubhouse app. If you're on stage and the audience would like to come up or you want to stay on stage, don't act bougie. Show the room some love and troll up top. Hit the greenhouse. Join the club. Follow the moderators on stage. You already know what's going on, man. The infamous IonX invades Trolls Nation. DJ Swag, go ahead with your last question that you had, and then I'm going to
Yes,
release
sir.
it to the floor.
All right, appreciate that. Ian, last question, and appreciate you for answering. Um, Watching season one, and you've gotten here kind of like during season two. You've got a wide range of topics and things that you talk about, and a lot of people listen to you as Wack. He's informed us that you've had one of the highest rooms, or I don't know, the highest rooms, the highest listening rooms rather, and people actually listen to a lot of the things that you say. But also, people when they mention your name, it's almost like when Scar says Mufasa. Why do you think people either fear you or respect you so much? They won't cross your line. They kind of like like scared of you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's and I'm not like scared like a you'll do something to him, but it's almost like don't mention his name or don't mention his name in this light because I hold him in this light, or either he has this type of respect. What is it about you that you're seeing in yourself that you put amongst the people that make them feel this way, or have your followers or listeners just listen to what you say? Like, what is it about you? What are people gravitating towards?
I really don't think it's fear. I think it's respect. Like there's a lot of people on this app that I really fuck with. And they personally realize that, like, I mean, they fuck with me too. So they don't want people to disrespect me because I ride hard. Like, if you my friend on this app and somebody's on stage saying something, I will unmute my mic. I'm not one of those people that are gonna stay up on stage. Y'all realize that there's some stages that I be on that I'll either move myself to the audience or I'll actually say something. Like, I'm loyal to who's loyal to me. So I don't think it's fear. I really think that it's respect, and it's a mutual respect, and that's what allyship is, y'all. You build allies with people. They keep you on a loop. And there is people who know not to mess with me, because there's some people who have messed with me and they not here no more. But I also want to correct. I've been here since season one, y'all. My account got reported. My first account got reported. I probably would have been at like 80K people at this moment. I've been on this app since March. But like people would always like report my account. Just because I was a big ass troll. Like, y'all think Trolls Nation is bad? Like, the Exoticals, like, we were horrible. Like, we would come in like with 50 trolls and like really just troll people in their rooms. So, like, this is like, I don't know. I don't. I just think that they see, and also it's not caring. Like, people understand. Like, my people don't need to write me about dumb stuff because they realize that I don't care. So they don't even need to put out the information to me because I don't care. I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to do anything. And sometimes my fans don't handle you, or I wouldn't even say fans, my supporters, because I don't have fans. These people are like legitimately my family. Like, I talk to people who support me every day, but they'll handle you before I have, like before I do. Like, they'll. I don't want to say, but and I don't ask them to do it. I don't have no army of people that I'm like, sick them. It's just like, no, you're not gonna mess with somebody who I really mess with, and it's just like your friend in the hood. Like, you gonna speak up if they saying something. Like, if they getting jumped, are you going to just sit back and let it happen? Or if you in school or something and you have this random person talking shit about somebody who has been supporting you this whole time, you're not going to ruin your bag. You're going to say something. So I think that's what it is.
Facts. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna release it to the floor for y'all to ask questions. All I ask is that you be respectful with the questions. Um, and before I pass the floor, one last question, since you did say everyone's like a family. Um, this is how you know if they really a family. Do they correct you if you wrong, or do they just always agree with everything you say? Like they hit you in the back channel, like, hey, that's incorrect, or do they just go with the flow for the most time? Because I imagine you got to be wrong sometime. You ain't always right, Ion. I know you fuck up too. Players fuck up.
But but that's the thing though, right? Like they will you don't the funny thing about it, it doesn't always need to be, and that's how you know you have family. When people don't even need to check you in person, like or in front of everybody, or in front of a crowd. They're gonna write you in your back channel and be like, nah, what you said was not true. Let me give you the real facts. And I can respect that more. And I'm always up for critique. Like I will stop my whole room if I have wrong advice. Like I will legitly say, y'all, I put out wrong information. Let me correct that. So yeah, I don't mind being wrong, and they do correct me. So, nah, that's family.
Okay. Someone said, ask Ion where Eddie at. I don't know who Eddie is. Do you know
Eddie
what
is
Eddie they talking
dead.
about?
Okay, tell him that. Eddie is dead.
Y'all heard it. Eddie's no longer with us. So, uh, and a question in the back channel says, "What's your stance on sexuality in rap?"
I think queer artists need to create their own lane and stop trying to fit into, other people's lanes. I'm sorry. Create your own lane. Everybody else had to do it. Eminem had to create his own lane. If you personally feel like you're not accepted anywhere, break down doors and create your own house. Like that's not how that works. You have to. I feel like overall we need to stop fitting into stuff. Like, and that's sexuality, gender, Latin, white, no matter what, black. Like, stop trying to fit into, like, create your own space and do your own thing and stop thinking that people are going to support you because they never are. I don't care if people don't support me based off my sexuality. Like, somebody on stage right now just say, um, you a botsy boy or whatever. Like, that shit don't bother me, but I bet you won't say that in person though. Like, we have to, like, I don't know. I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it though. Like for me in general, I'm not going to be around people who don't accept me. And if you don't accept me, I'm fine with that. Like just respect me. All I need is respect. Like if Whack 100 don't want to sign an artist just because they're queer, that's his prerogative. Like he don't have to do that. Just like if a white person don't want to sign an artist, like that's fine. Find you break that should motivate you to want to work so hard and do what you got to do.
Oh yeah, no, whack about his paper. He said when he first got with started doing the business thing with 6ix9ine. He said he tried to put together a 6ix9ine Lil Nas X song, the
Oh no,
music
I know
video,
Whack, but I'm just
and it
using him
didn't
as an
go through.
example. Like Whack has been really
Yeah,
supportive of me, like overly supportive. Like even in back channels, like really supportive.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to Wag. All right, let me see what else do we have in the back channel before I release it to the floor. Uh, okay, damn, people saying some wild shit. Can you ask questions? I heard that the exotic. Okay, so someone says I've heard the Exoticals is about woman empowerment, but the founder and leader is a man. Is it necessary for women to be led by a man, or does Ion identify as a woman?
That's crazy because do they know founders? There's founders. It's not a leadership. Like so, you have universally like we're all equal. We created the group overall. Like so, it's not. I'm not leading nobody. Like I want to make that really clear. So there's nobody being led. It's still woman dominated. The majority of people in the room. I'm not telling nobody what to do. It's women orchestrating their own life and having a space to speak. And since I have a platform, it's beautiful to see more people in that room. Because if Black women were just hosting a space, nobody would ever come. Let's keep it real. They don't come, especially if it's about Black women. But you put an Ion in there, or you put a CEO Rick, and I just stay on the stage and be silent and just input things for people. The room gets bigger. So that's just how that works.
Hell yeah. Someone said, "How do you feel about Lil Nas X?
I mean, I think Little Nas,
Think he doing too much? You think he chill?"
I think that he's a troll. And I think that people need to stop thinking that he's a representation of the queer community, especially if you have queer people in your life. Like, that get real weird to me. Like, people like try to have me answer for Little Nas X, and I'm like, I'm not answering for nobody. Like, um, if one person do me wrong in this app, if Storm do me wrong in this app, I'm not gonna say all white men are great. Like, no. Um, he's just a big troll, and you know, I'm the same way. You gonna keep bothering me? I'm gonna keep giving. Since I know that your attention is here, and this is what you like, y'all have to understand. Little Nas X is an artist, right? So if you don't like something and you're still giving it attention, and you're still buying his album and still giving him views, he's going to continue to do that. So you know how to withdraw support? Ignore him. So that's how I feel. I feel like he's getting the bag, and I'm proud of him. Keep going, keep trolling.
Do you feel like he makes it rough for regular gay men who aren't trolling? Do you think he, amplifies maybe some type of negative feeling towards people because they see him, and like you say, he's not the representative of gay people, but the things he does, it makes people who may not agree with homosexuality, it makes them angry. So then they see a regular gay dude, and now he gets called, oh, this old Lil Nas X type nigga. Like, do you think he is stirring the pot, like, doing those type of things and being so outlandish with it?
No, I think that he just triggers people's in a homophobia. Like, you don't just wake up in the morning and just hate somebody. Like, you got to be hating them. Like, I've never done that. Like, I've never woke up in the morning and be like, damn, I hate Honey. Like, I loved her yesterday, but I hate her today. Like, I've never done that. Like, people, like, it's just triggering. Like, they're scared that now it's on their TV. They always felt this way and they were hiding it for the longest time. But now they really just want to say what they have to say. So I think that's what's happening. I don't think that he's making it hard because, like, when I'm in my real life, and a lot of this stuff be online. Like, when I'm in my real life, like, nobody will have the audacity or the caucasity to ask me about Little Nas X. Like, if I know him, like, I don't know him. Like, what you want me to say?
Yeah, no, real shit. Someone said, do you think Jason Lee should come up on Clubhouse?
Isn't he on Clubhouse already?
Oh, it says, do you think Jason Lee deserves to come up on Clubhouse? I believe he should allow others on Clubhouse to shine and stay on IG.
I believe that Jason Lee and Clubhouse collaboration is great. That is fun. I think that we should stop, investing in what Jason is doing. I think you should withdraw support against something you dislike. Like, if I don't like a certain Jason Lee room, I'm going to not be there. Um, I don't know this whole idea where we have to like have this crab in the barrel mentality, and I used to have it too, where people, and I'm gonna just this is a exclusive. When Jason first got on this app, people were trying to pin me and Jason up together, and that shit was getting to me. It was getting to me because every room I would go into, people would bring up Jason Lee and how I thought, or I would hear like people ask Jason Lee about stuff, and he'll be like, "I don't give a fuck about Ian. Who the fuck is Ian?" And I used to be like, "Who the fuck is he to like say something like that?" But to be real, like, who the fuck am I to him in his head, right? So I believe that he should do whatever he wants. Like, that doesn't stop my content. My rooms are still fine. Jason Lee will still come in my rooms and support. Won't say a thing. Like, that's all good. If Jason Lee's hosted a space that I don't like, I realize that leave quietly button is strong as fuck. Like, just leave quietly. And stop explaining yourselves. Like, a lot of y'all, it was so funny because Jason Lee was like trolling the whole time with the whole dark side thing, and people was really up there, including me, was really up there explaining themselves. Like, here's dark side, here's what's mainstream. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, hello? Like, is he Paul or Rohan? So I think that we need to get out of this habit because I don't even like my rooms. My hallways are so saturated. I don't even know when Jason starts a room. You know why? Because I'm busy. I'm doing my own room. So if you don't like Jason's league rooms or you don't like my rooms, you should host a space and do the rooms that you like, and maybe people will come. Hell, even if it's a good topic, I'll even show up.
Nah, real shit. Hell yeah. Um, so, if you're in Trolls Nation, make sure y'all shoot IonX a follow, man. Blow his shit up, man. So all trolls, man, everybody in the room, even if you're not trolls, make sure you hit his profile pic, hit the follow button. Let's blow it up. All right, so I'm gonna release the questions to the floor, to the stage, so we can popcorn it around, and then I'll do a reset after so many questions go by. So it's on y'all.
I got I got a question, Ion. Shout out Trollz Nation too.
All right.
All right, this tune, you seem pretty blunt about pretty much how you come off when somebody has something to say or when you're answering a question. Just you in general. Have you had more success when it comes to your supporters, or have your supporters like shied away because how blunt you are?
No, I've gotten more supporters on being blunt. My supporters know when I'm being fake, and the room will die down. Like when I start, like, I wouldn't say be fake, but like, dumb myself down a bit. Like they do not fuck with that at all. Like they're just
That's
like,
right.
nah, that's not Ion. Let me go to another space because I know that he's trying to be a little bit more professional. So yeah, that's how I feel about that.
All right, I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Trollz Nation.
Hey, Ion, this
All right. No
fireman.
problem.
I want to know. So, what are your plans, 2022? You got any big plans on the way that you like that you can discuss?
Hmm. um, there is some big plans. There's some big, but I want to say this to the people in the crowd: you better jump on a wave ASAP because if you don't, it may be a little bit too late. So if you have a platform where you want to support, if you have websites that you want to support, if you have groups that you want to support, you better jump on because a lot of us is about to be super booked in 2022 where we ain't gonna have time. Don't say we fake. Don't say it's fake because I'm gonna have to do a room and tell people and show people the proof of how I was very supportive of everybody and I was asking what do they need and how do they need help, and nobody came up. They was in there listening to those people who don't know shit. But there will be something big coming in February, and there will be something super big coming in March. That I can't talk about, but it will be coming soon.
Hey, Ion, this is Therese. I got a big question for you. What was your one big takeaway from 2021 and what did it teach you?
It told me to stop. Like I was super nice on this app, and I cared about everybody. Like I was just such a weirdo where I just loved everybody and I wanted everybody to be like peaceful and kumbaya and live their best life. I'm like, that didn't work out for me. That ended up like, biting me in my ass. And giving people second chances. Like in 2022, you don't get a second chance with me. You get one shot and one opportunity, and that's that. Because you give people second chances, they will fuck you over 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And then when you check them on it, they'll have this mentality like, hello, like why are you saying something to me, like if they don't know what they did. So those are some takeaways that and allyship is so important, y'all. I'm gonna I was saying that, get your allies. Like, you know how many private rooms I done hosted before 2021 was over, and I told people, listen, here's the plan, here's the game. Some of these people on the stage showed you while y'all was out there arguing on Clubhouse, I was out there strategizing and making sure that people really, really, really mess with me, and that we had deals set up. And even if I didn't have, listen, if I have a story, there's some people on the stage that if I have a story that I can't do right now because my rooms go for so long, sometimes I can host all these spaces. I'll hand it over to somebody on stage, and I'll be like, since we have an allyship, I'll give them the whole layout. I send them the YouTube videos, I'll send them the clips, I'll send them the tweets, everything that they all need to read out. So allyship is very, and it's the same thing for me. Like I've had people on this stage send me, like the people in the goo, shout outs to y'all, really love y'all down because y'all be sending me a lot of information, like a lot. And sometimes it's hard to keep up with, but I just want to let y'all know I see it all, and I wish y'all would start sending it to my Instagram now that it's officially attached. Or send it to um I'm not gonna post my email because that's ready for my YouTube, and I'm trying to get an assistant just to read those emails. So I can't deal with that right now. But send it to my Instagram, and yeah, I will love that. But that's what I learned.
Thank you, Ayan. You know I love
I love you too. Thank you
you.
so much
Keep
for your
doing your
support.
thing, my Trini boy.
Trini in the building.
Yes, Trinidad in the
Oh God.
house.
That nigga ain't from
Yeah,
Trinidad.
I'm a Black American.
He's yeah.
That nigga not from Trinidad.
He
He
lying.
didn't tell Sir Major that shit.
Oh no,
You know what I'm
I no,
saying?
actually, Sir
He didn't say
Major,
that to Sir
Sir
Major.
Major knows I'm a Trini.
Hey, look, you like saying Trini, don't you, motherfucker? Cut that shit out.
And
Hey,
I'm
stop the
Trini
hate, Wack. Stop the hate.
and Jamaican.
Who? That's my homeboy.
You
What you
know
mean?
that's
You know,
how
you
we
understand?
roll as Trinidadians. That's how we do, Wack.
You
Girl,
not
you
even
not
from
even
You
from
such
Trinidad,
a
though.
hater, Wack. You such a
You are
hater.
not from Trinidad. Y'all ass from the DR, my nigga.
Oh
Lie.
hell no, whack.
Lie.
Get off the Dominicans, whack.
Ay,
hey,
Dios
hey,
mío, ay,
Auntie
Dios
Yo.
Teresa
mío.
been all over. She from everywhere.
Hey, yo, I was shocked when I went to Ion room and he pulled me up because I just knew. I said, this nigga ain't fucking with me. He ain't let me come up. That nigga pulled me up and gave me the stage. So when I'm on some low key shit and I'm just like on cruise control, I go to his room because he's talking about some real shit that's going on, and the way they had the discussions about it versus how we had a discussion is two total different. It's like putting on some jazz music, going from the rap concert to the jazz concert. So I go over there when I'm just like want to relax and have a conversation about a topic. So, man, salute to you in your room and what you're doing. I appreciate the love and respect you show me, bro. It's all love.
Yeah, no, of course, of course. Thank you, and I appreciate you for coming to my room. It's like Wack was in a room. And I forgot it was a crazy troll room that we were doing, and it went from us talking about a hot topic to really talking about finances, Bitcoin, stocks, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I will also say that y'all stop, like, let that conversation go. Like, if you have a new conversation starting that is about finances, take those gems. And everybody's not meant to be the teacher. Like, everybody on Clubhouse is a teacher. I'm like, damn, shut the fuck up. Like, you have a whack 100 in the room, and you out here, nobody, no shade, but a lot of y'all are nobodies. This man is talking about seeing aircrafts and getting finances, and you want to ask a dumbass question about like 6ix9ine. Are you dumb? Like, what the fuck are you like? Are you willing to jeopardize all this information just because you want to ask a dumb question about an artist? So shout out to you, Wack, and thank you for supporting the rooms. Wack always supports my rooms, and that's allyship. Now I support. I make sure I support Trollz Nation. I make sure I support Sleepless in LA every time I have the time. And that's how I work. Sleepless in LA support me. Oh, Crenshaw District, I've been supporting. And we all support each other.
Bro, you didn't hear, Zion, you didn't hear? Reek ran Keita up off
Yeah,
the
don't make me move
stage,
myself
bro.
to the audience.
I'm telling you.
No.
I was just having a little fun. They having a little internal
That's
beef.
another thing about allyship, y'all. Y'all got to learn when to stay on mute. Y'all got to learn when there's certain questions you don't ask. You plead the fifth. They'll clip it and send it right back so quick, and the audience is quick with clipping and sending it. I forgot who it was. I said something. I said, "Damn, they didn't even show you the whole clip." This person had it before I even finished speaking. People were writing them and telling them I was talking about them.
Hi, Anya. This is Opinionated. I have a question for
Hey,
you.
opinionated, another big supporter. So dope. Love you.
Hey, I want to wish you a happy New Year's. I do want to ask a question. Um, you're you're evolving the way you're involving. Oh God, excuse me, I'm nervous, but it's happening so quick. Sometimes, are you optimistic and do you feel scared about it? Are you embracing it as it come along?
Yeah, I'm definitely embracing it as it comes along. It's really hard though, because sometimes, like, I'm gonna say this: the hardest thing about evolving is like leaving people behind. That is the worst thing because I'm such a big-hearted person, and there's some people who just don't fit. Like you start to become like Kellogg's. cereal like Frosted Flakes, and they become like bum flakes, like Frosted Flakes, like the off brand, and you that don't sit well together. So it's just it's so hard to like leave those people behind, and that actually, I don't know, it like puts like a boulder on your foot and makes things move slower. So that's the biggest thing that I'm still having trouble with, because I still have a lot of people that don't understand, like there are certain times where we get crazy and there's certain times when we don't. And there could be like a big person who's in the audience who's like, because there's a lot of people watching me now. I've been getting a lot of emails and a lot of support, and it's hard to let them know, like, okay, this is not time to troll, y'all. This is time to actually show what the fuck we got. Like this is some real shit. So that's the biggest part about, but I'm not scared of it. Like, um you know, I am scared of it, because my biggest fear, and I'm working on erasing this, is people thinking that I'm different, and I don't want to be different to anybody. Like, I want people to know there's a difference between evolving and acting different or acting shady.
Hey,
Well, I
Ayan.
want to
So
thank
someone in my
you. I want to thank you for answering that question. You know, I love you. I thank you for everything that you've done for me, and I appreciate you.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Ayan. Someone's in my back channel. They said, "What's that download? That rapper that's on the download on Clubhouse that try to get at you in
Listen,
the
I
back
would
channel."
never listen. That's one thing about me. Like, if anybody ever like,
You said you gonna spill the tea.
no,
Spill
I
it.
don't spell that type of.
Down low, we
That
on
gets
here
you. That gets
rapping
you
and
killed,
you.
right? That gets you killed. But I just want to say, like, I would never expose anybody's sexuality or what they do or anything. So that's really not my thing, and I think that's really trashy. I even think that that's crazy when straight people do it. Like, when a lot of like video models, they'll come out and they'll be like, oh, like, I was sleeping with Trey Songs or Drake, and I'm like, what's the point of that? Like, that makes no sense at all. So I'm
Look,
not about
someone just snipped it. What you just said, oh, you was sleeping with Drake or Trey Songz. Someone just snipped that
nah.
little clip and they took it right to
They gonna
YouTube.
add that
Say,
together. We got a lawsuit on my ass. It's okay because I'm a win. So clip that, send it to them. But no. I could never put that information out at all. I would never. But shout outs to the people who don't who want to keep their stuff on private and who don't want their sexuality to be out there. That's okay too.
Hey, Ion, this is MJ speaking. Can I cut in, CEO? Is that cool?
yeah, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Hey, make sure.
Dope.
Oh,
So, Ion,
hold on, real quick.
yeah.
Make sure that y'all hit the greenhouse. I know y'all support Ion, but Ion supports Trolls Nation. So make sure that y'all troll up top, hit the greenhouse, join the club, and don't forget to follow the moderators on stage. MJ is on you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. So, Ion, I've got two questions for you. All right. You ready? You ready? All right. So, one of which is, did you and the Exotical choose your city of choice for your event?
Oh no,
Did you?
I was just about to mention that towards the end. So just to let y'all know, we're going on tour this year. Well, you'll be able to meet, the Exoticals, all of us together, and we'll be with Bigani. Um, and in order for that to happen, you gotta hit on it. Matter of fact, I'm about to post it on my Instagram right now. We need y'all to comment what city or what state you want us in. Because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of y'all posting them ratchet ass cities, and I'm like, damn, I hope that you don't get stuck with that one. I hope Trolls, you'll give Bigani at the end of this like an opportunity to speak and promote the event, because it's gonna be like really dope, and I'm excited. And people are gonna get an opportunity to officially meet us in person. Like, and they've been asking for that for a long time, and Bigani has been gracious enough to like be able to take on the craft of hosting for such a big crowd.
I love it. Thank you for that, Ion. So, the second question for you is, if you were to collaborate with three content creators on this app, who would they be?
Mm, wow. Damn. So can I give like three groups and then three people?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Okay, so so three people like that I would definitely collaborate with. I'll definitely collaborate with Whack. I would definitely collaborate with Grant Cardone. I would definitely want to collaborate with Million Marathon. Um, and that's sorry, Nelson. And then I will. Well, one of them is off. So Trolls Nations. That's one person or one group of people that I would love to collaborate with. I'm always on Kita stage. Like it's hard because it's like, damn, like I'm always in their rooms anyway. But like a real collaboration, like I'm trying to see. We did the Love Bomb room, which is which is it's funny. I'm a troll. I would say, what's his group? Fuck. What's his thing? Oh, Measy Estates. that
Okay, that's
that would be funny. Measy Estates. I would do a collaboration with damn.
Hollywood Unlocked.
No Jason
Hollywood. I was
Lee.
gonna say Hollywood
I,
Unlocked.
but I always support Jason though. Like so it's just like if he needs me, like he could just
mm,
message me. So like that's not like like
That's your
I am
real
Y'all, I
money.
talking
think y'all
about
be a dope collab though.
collaboration. I'm talking about, so for instance, Jason Lee has his Hollywood Unlocked, but there are segments in his club, right? Who would you want to collaborate with?
oh no, I would definitely like shit. I'll do it right now. Like, hello. But no, Jason Lee is definitely like Hollywood Unlocked specifically. I would definitely collaborate with. I would collaborate with one. Damn, there's one more group. Um, there's one more group. There's y'all probably won't know them, but there's like this Tesla big group out here. They host like only private rooms, but I would love. I'm trying to get them. Damn, I'm gonna say this, and I'm a manifester. I'm trying to get them to open their group up to more Black people, and people of color, just because there's a mix of diversity, and I feel like just because, and it's not like them being racist. It's just not like white people gonna follow white people, Black people gonna follow Black people, but. I be in their private rooms, y'all, and I be getting so much information, like so much information, and they be having their social rooms. It's like a little class. They be giving like how to like free graphic design websites, how to learn about designing clothes and stuff. And it's hard for me to like push. I mean, I do get the information back, but I'm scared that if I do a public room and I be like, oh, y'all come look what I learned, they're gonna be like, oh, kick this man out because we didn't. So I'm trying to get them to open up, and maybe we can do a collaboration one day where we can get all those people in one room because they give a lot of advice, and they straight to the point. And so funny. One of them just got in a room. That's hilarious. Y'all is funny. But yeah, no, that's the last collaboration that I would want.
Thank you for that.
Hey, so someone wants to know what about you and Freddie?
But me and Freddie collaborate all the time. Like I'm always in his room. Like that's not really like me and Freddie. They want to know about us or about collaboration. Because
Okay.
Freddie, oh, shout out to Freddie. Freddie has been a super supporter of mine and has really like just gun ho pushed me over into like mainstream and just said go for it, and it's the one why I'm able to get what is about to happen in soon. Soon.
Okay. Okay. You said you would do a collab with Whack. Whack, you there?
Yeah.
What you think about him coming to the podcast?
Nah,
I know
bro.
you
I
said you're
fuck
gonna be
with bro.
bringing
Whatever he
YouTubers
want
and
to
all
do,
that.
bro. That's my guy
Oh,
right there.
sorry, I forgot one person. Rundown too. I'm at four. But yeah, no. Me. Listen, if when Whack is ready, like let's do it. Like I'm telling you, like get somebody on here. Let's get that interview ready. Let's get it started. Oh, Gary too. Sorry, I had to add people in there. Gary is definitely we've been trying to collaborate, but I've been super like busy. But Gary is like a dope person. Definitely a person who has helped me a lot when on a finance piece of it. Like, so I would tell you, get into Gary's spaces, and just sit and listen in the audience. Gary, okay, Gary, want to stay in the audience, but that's one person. Oh, Gary's here. What's up, Gary?
What's up, Ion?
That's definitely a collaboration that's needed, and that's for the people. That's really not for me. That's just so that we can draw both audiences in and learn how to make some money.
Okay. Well, yeah, Whack, he got the 100 Show podcast coming soon. I'll be the
He's
other
scared of that shit
personality
though,
on it.
bro. He's just Clubhouse guy. We
No,
gotta let him run the
I'm
Oh,
virtual
telling you. Listen,
audience.
I'm
You know what
telling.
I'm
so
saying?
he not ready to come in person? You not ready to
Nah,
pull
he
up to
can
my
run the
college?
No,
cause
I
look,
will
hey
run up.
Zion,
What you mean? Hello?
Nah, Ion ain't pulling up,
He ain't gonna
Hello?
man.
pull up to the
Ion ain't
studio.
pull. He ain't.
He ain't
He
ready to
ain't
be on
pulling up.
camera.
he gonna do a virtual party with motherfuckers. He
No,
ain't pulling
nah,
up.
nah, nah. Y'all have to understand. Like, there's plenty of people. Hold on, wait. Let me just say, there's many people who met me on stage. Like, I don't mind pulling up. I FaceTime. Michelle, did we not FaceTime together before? Like, I'm not scared of pulling up or going places. I met London. I met the queer side. Like, we've done plenty of Clubhouse meetups before. I'm not afraid to pull up.
All right, so when the podcast start, we gonna be ready for you to fly out to LA and come sit at the podcast, come sit at the table, and it's gonna go up. I think that'll be
Yeah, we
lit.
just gotta have some drinks, and it's gonna be dope.
Oh, that's for sure. I'm gonna reset the room real quick. Hey, welcome to Trolls Nation. If you're new to the room, welcome. This is the Trolls Nation room on the Clubhouse app. If you're on stage and the audience would like to come up or you want to stay on stage, don't act bougie. Make sure that you troll up top. Hit the greenhouse. Join the club. Follow the moderators on stage. Reason why we say that, because at Trolls Nation, that is one of the rules for people who are on stage to make sure that they hit the greenhouse, join the club, and, at least follow one of the moderators on stage. I know a lot of y'all already follow me or T Rose, but if you're not following, make sure you shoot that follow. Y'all see the title, the infamous IonX invades Trolls Nation. We've been asking some great questions. Whack, did you have any questions for him?
Nah, man. You know, I enjoy hearing bro speak, man. I'm a fan, so you know, I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying the show.
That part. All right.
Hey,
Anybody
nah,
else got
hey,
any
Ion,
for him?
you know, I fuck with you, Ion, man. You know, I think the first time we met on the app, correct me if I'm wrong, but was it last year, like in one of the university rooms with LT in day room? I think that was one of the times. Am I tripping? Am I tripping, or was you in one of those rooms? Like,
No, it was me, Big Snow. What's
yeah,
up?
that's where we first met at. It was on my other account and whatnot. And then, like several months ago, we was up late on the app, and you left out the room for a minute, and you gave me a bean in your room to moderate your room. It was like 500 people in there, and we got cool after that, man. It was just cool as fuck. You a cool dude, man, for real, and you keep it real. You know what I'm saying? You open up people's different way of looking at people. You know what I mean? Like, cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm a person that really didn't conversate with people from your community, but after conversating with you, like you it's cool to conversate with people. Like, it ain't fucked up, bro. You know? So, like, I fucks with you heavy for real. You good dude, bro.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Back in the day, listen, y'all, I still have a sharp mouth. Like, I remember that stage. It was a little crazy. And I'm still dealing with the repercussions of that room still to this day. But I
Man,
stand,
fuck them people, nephew. Fuck
I
them
stand, I
niggas.
stand 10 toes down on what I no, because that actually messed up a business opportunity just because of my big mouth. Um, but I stand 10 toes down on what I said. And it's so funny because it was revisited too. That's how you know I'm a real one. Because it was still revisited in a place like, listen, we can help you with this if you just say this. And I was like, sure, I'll say it. And I got up in that and I said what the fuck I said. And that's if anybody got a problem with it, fuck them. And I left because you're not gonna make me kiss your ass just because you gonna throw me some money. No, I want I that and I told this to Whack. I'm afraid to get on people's podcasts, not because I'm afraid to show myself or I'm afraid to speak, but like I'm gonna be real and I'm gonna say whatever I want to say, and I need like people to like be able to have that space. I hate when I'm speaking and I'm going off and I'm telling the truth and be like, people be like, wait, don't say that, and I'm like, damn, like what the fuck? Why am I here?
Hey, I got a question for Ion, if I will.
All right, go ahead, do your thing.
Sweet, appreciate it. So first of all, grace and peace to the room and everybody on the panel. Thank you for allowing me to speak. Uh, this question is specifically for Brother Ion. Now, when it comes to cannabis companies and things of that nature, have you collaborated with any cannabis company, or if not, then what's the reasoning behind it?
So it's so funny because I support cannabis, but I don't smoke it, y'all. I don't. I don't support it. I'm just gonna say that. Let me double back. I don't support it at all. Because on my conspiracy is there be a lot of shit in that weed that y'all don't know. And I really feel like it's fucking with a lot of people's minds. But that's my own thing. Um, but for companies, I don't know. I don't. That's weird. I did support a woman who was growing her own cannabis, and we did a collaboration under the Exoticals, and she basically broke down how to run your own cannabis and how to grow it and stuff. But as for like support, I don't know. It got to be real. Like we got to really dive into that. And plus, when I smoke weed, I get real paranoid, and like I be hearing shit. So I don't know.
No, absolutely. I definitely
Oh,
believe
nigga. Nigga, they be in
I
shit.
do. I remember one
it's an
time. Listen,
organic
I was
approach
in a
to it.
club. Listen, let me tell you a funny story. I was in a club
Oh, you got it, what?
out there and we had a pen like because somebody was like, oh, do you smoke? I was like, no. They were like, oh, just hit this pen. Like me and my friend, we haven't smoked in like years. We were in a club, y'all, and if you ever been to a gay club, the music is loud as fuck. We were so loud that the DJ, we at the bar, we didn't even know we were this loud. The DJ came up off the booth in another room and told us to be quiet. So that's how I can't be dealing with that. That make me feel weird.
No, absolutely, brother, and no sweat against that. I guess, and forgive me if I may have asked my question the wrong way. It was really pointed in the direction of, collaboration in regards to business wise, because, I'm pretty sure everyone else on this stage is familiar. The cannabis industry, regardless of where you at, is booming. So that was more so where my question was headed.
Oh no, I know that it's changing in a different way, but like, so I'm going to be honest, like, I see what's happening on the back end just because I see things from a government perspective and I don't trust it. When I see government getting into things, like maybe if you would have spoke to me like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I would have been like in agreement with cannabis. But like, if a lot of people if a lot of people don't get involved right now, the government is going to take over and y'all not going to be smoking weed anymore. Just to let y'all know because they're going to push it out so hard. I mean, there's already problems happening in LA where y'all went from, buying weed for 20, I don't even know how that works, like the $20 weed. Y'all spending, y'all, the $20 weed is not $20 anymore. It's about like, $50. And y'all can't even weigh y'all stuff. Y'all don't even know if it's that. I don't want to speak too
What's
much.
gonna happen, Ion? Look, this what's gonna happen. As soon as the feds, right, green lighted all the little dudes, it's over with because now they're gonna mass produce it. You're gonna be able to go anywhere and buy a pack of this shit because they don't give a fuck. They'll make 3 cents, 10 cents profit per item. They don't, they dealing with mass production, and the tobacco industry is already set up to move it, right? So as soon as the feds green light it, it's gonna be just like prohibition and fucking alcohol. Everybody that think they doing whatever they doing is gonna be pushed right the fuck out.
I mean, that's what happened in Canada, whack. So yeah, you're not far off at all.
I'm telling you.
I
So
mean,
that's
And
the
in
you got to agree.
Amsterdam, and now they're trying to do the same thing with crack. Y'all don't see what they're doing in Amsterdam. They trying to make the crack. The government trying to take the
I
crack
know
shit back to
Amsterdam
people.
approved like heroin or some crazy shit. They did some crazy shit over there.
I'm moving
Now
over there.
Well,
yeah, weed always been, ever since I've been going to Amsterdam years, you can go over there, buy some chicken wings and weed, and police said they just couldn't sell, if they sold weed, they couldn't sell alcohol and vice versa. So it's always been in Amsterdam legal. But if I know they did another hard drug, and then I think in Oregon, if I'm not mistaken, they have legalized some hard drugs up there too, like crystal and all that shit. You ain't going to
well, you
jail in
know,
Oregon.
whack with and
Hey,
even Ion, like
it's crazy.
Monsanto's already signed an agreement. Sorry, I was gonna say Monsanto's already signed an agreement with the Canadian market, so they're already spraying all of our stuff.
Yeah,
Y'all think
that's
the
without a
weed getting
shadow of a
sprayed?
doubt. Oh, you got it, brother.
Dang,
Sorry about that.
you got to be careful.
No, you good. I
You
was
got to
just
be
asking.
careful
So y'all
with
think
these
the
drugs.
weed
I
is
don't know. A
getting
lot of y'all
sprayed?
be like
But
y'all
I'm
be
definitely with Ion. They not. I told her the other day. So you mean to tell me The weed that I've been seeing all my life come out the ground and the buzz and all the shit. All of a sudden, motherfuckers just start going crystals. Fuck no. That's
Yep.
chemicals. You niggas just smoking chemicals. I watch people mix a bunch of shit up, dump it into that, and they got these little IV lines running to these plants, and they're feeding the plant all the chemicals, and y'all smoking this shit, and swear to God, this high is some newfound high. Nigga, your ass smoking 409 and some other shit and don't even realize it. You know what I mean? That's what's going on. I tell
Smoking
people that all the
some
time.
fentanyl right up in there, and it.
Oh
I know,
no, they putting fentanyl in it
Hey,
now though.
hey, on
but I know. I
everything.
know it got
That's
weird.
real.
I know it got weird when I heard people saying that they needed to smoke to eat. I said, oh wow, and y'all need to smoke 7, 5, 6, 8, 10 blunts a day to live. Like that's weird.
And with this COVID thing, and maybe you can do the correlation and host a room about it, but you have to understand, like, all of these dispensaries went legal around the time of the pandemic. So,
That's
with
that's not true, sis.
for the most part, yeah, in Canada, absolutely. All of the dispensaries went legal here, and we're still in lockdown, but and all of the liquor stores were also open around that time as well. So you have to kind of ask yourself. But I think Ion would understand it a little bit better because he's into like the whole conspiracy conversations. With this COVID thing,
Yeah,
pulmonary
they don't
condition.
argue.
It's a.
Don't argue with these
Hey,
crackheads.
Well, I
They
was just.
will. They
hey,
will.
It's
They will
it's
try.
a
y'all can't
pulmonary.
put that on the weed,
You
man. Hell
They don't
no.
argue with these crackheads. I'm
Don't
telling you,
argue with these niggas because they gonna
because
find a way.
Hey,
crackheads they
for
will
I
push
think
real.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you ain't gonna put that on the weed.
crack.
Hey, look, I
Hey bro,
support
come
the
on, bro.
weed.
All of a sudden, the shit just start growing crystals. Just all of
Now
a
I
sudden,
believe that part right there, Wack. I understand that, but
and y'all breaking that shit down, smoking that
we
shit.
ain't gonna
Y'all,
we ain't gonna say they putting COVID on the weed and all
no,
this
no, no, no,
shit. Like,
no, no,
come
no. Big,
on, man.
big. You're
You
not
never
understanding.
know.
I'm not saying they're putting COVID on it. I'm saying that marijuana, tobacco, liquor, all of that affects your organs. So when you have, you have a virus like COVID that attacks your pulmonary, your lungs. It's a pulmonary condition. So what are we doing? We're smoking, right? So that's what I'm referring to. I'm not saying it has COVID. What I'm saying is that it weakens your immune system to the point where COVID can attach itself to you.
Right.
Yeah.
So MJ, I got a question real quick.
Go ahead.
According to statistics, how many recorded deaths have eluded from cannabis?
King, I don't know why you're asking me that question. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I used to own a dispensary, but once the governments got involved, we had to pull out because they're writing out agreements with places like Monsanto's or people like Monsanto's, who's a pesticide company. So they're
Mhm.
spraying stuff.
Well, look, I will tell you this. I know how many of my homeboys that I've watched over the years um, go from just using a scale of 1 to 10 on moving and thinking and being able to react. When they was at a 10, I watched their ass go to slow motion. They damn near a 6 or a 5. And that shit is all marijuana related. Motherfuckers start reacting slower, responding slower. So it's something going on in that shit. Something ain't right.
Right. And forgive me, I didn't mean to bring up the topic to push contention in the room. I believe when you extreme anything out, it's not necessary for the body. A person could drink too much
Yeah,
water
yeah.
and die from that.
Yeah,
So
too much anything. Yeah,
it's
A good bit of there's a good
right.
bit of research that cannabis actually treats COVID.
Okay.
Right.
oh, this
So
There's
so
a
nigga
that's what
crazy.
I'm saying.
there's a good
There's
bit of research on
Of
that
course,
right
that
now.
research will come out
the,
now that they're
you
starting to
know
legalize it, right? It's
Yeah,
funny
cannabis
because
treats COVID.
years ago they had all those. Remember this, y'all. Years ago they had all those studies that were saying on how weed was bad for you, right?
That
And how it didn't work. Out of nowhere, the shit can cure COVID. Like it get real, and it's so funny because y'all be having blueberry Kush. What does does blueberry sprout like? Do they sprout weed? Like how does that work? Like y'all have all these strains. Like I'm confused. Like y'all don't ask where these strands come from. Like blueberry weed, does that smell come from like the strand? Like how do they make blueberry weed? Like that don't make sense. And y'all just and listen, I'm not gonna argue with y'all crackheads because I know y'all love y'all weed. I'm gonna give it to you.
Yes.
But I just find it weird that also there's a ratio. Like I don't know if y'all know, but people are going from weed to crack so quick. Like I'm like, damn. Like just the other day you were smoking weed, now you doing coke. Like what's going on there?
Look, I went to a
right.
weed shop one time and the weed was labeled crystal meth OG. I said, why is it called crystal meth OG? They're like, oh, it's just a name because it got a lot of crystals on it. I said, that don't even look cool having in the car with you. You know how the bottle had a label on it? I don't think nobody want to have a bottle that say crystal meth OG. I think the shit is getting kind of crazy. But you look at it like this: you got happy weed, you got sad weed, you got angry weed. I remember smoking certain buds where I'm like in a great mood, like everything's funny, everything's up. And then I've had weed where I'm just going right to sleep. So, yeah, I really don't know how all that shit work. I just
I'm
know,
gonna tell you the
you know,
weed I
pH
smoke, Reek.
balance.
I'm gonna tell you the weed I smoke, Reek. The weed I smoke is I don't smoke no weed.
Period.
Period. And I get happy, sad,
by
angry,
yourself,
and all them emotions.
by yourself, no weed in hand.
I ain't
Hey,
fucking
Wack,
with
what
that
up? What's
shit.
going on?
Who was that?
Honey,
Honey, oh, what up, honey?
honey
Honey,
chilling.
why you been down there quiet? You know you crazy as a motherfucker. What's going on, honey?
I
You
was
smoke
actually
weed?
just, I was resting because I have to work tonight.
You smoke weed?
I work at a hospital now. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
They
Was
random
you?
drug test us.
Shit, I do.
Oh, okay.
But before I did, I definitely smoked weed.
You did? Okay.
Yes.
So you ain't going in, you ain't going over there paying your little nieces and nephews no money to pay in a little bottle for you. You just cold turkey.
Oh, no, I don't smoke at all. I don't drink either.
There you go. You feel better? Did you start to feel better after the fact?
I never really smoke a lot like, I just smoke, like, not really, like, a lot, like, just randomly. So I never, it's not a difference for me, to be honest.
Got you.